Alright, so I'm going to make a video for today after all. I got my dogs who's sitting on Minnie, my little Yorkie, my sweet old lady. Anyone who doesn't know, follow me, new to following me or watching, I'm a professional dog trainer. My name is Brett Endies. I'm 51 years old. I've lived a whole lot of life. And I don't know, I've had this channel for a while, almost 2 decades, but I want to just make more regular content, see what happens, gain maybe more followers, more consistent people who just appreciate what I'm doing. I'm not here to argue, I'm not here to debate things. I just share my experience, whether it be dog training advice, my take on life, what I've been through. I struggle with some stuff, I excel with some stuff. So excel out, whatever. So I like to talk about it, and also it helps me. Just getting off my chest. Therapy is expensive. This is free. And maybe, again, I could help someone with their dog or themselves, or they could help me in the process. So pardon the background noise. I'm just on my regular nightly walk. And when you talk about exercise as you age, I don't know. Just I'm exercising. I'll talk about, I guess, just exercise. I'm going up a hill and sweating. I used to not sweat doing this. So you have to, as you get older, you have to really... If you want to live, you have to do some kind of exercise unless you're genetically lucky. I have my mother, her boyfriend, he's like 83 or 84. Oh, it's a long story, there's no need to share it right now, but basically he was my brother's friend's father since we were children, right? And we've known him, but he became a widow, and my mother became a widow years ago, and they connected paths, and yeah, they've been dating for a few years. And anyway, the point is that he's pretty rotund. He doesn't seem to buffer. I don't think he smokes or anything or drinks excessively, but he definitely isn't holding back on what he eats, and he lives life. I've seen him, he's not like staying calm like Zen. Seems happy. He's living, doing his thing. So, again, like, you get lucky that way, but most people, you don't want to play the genetic lottery. You want to contribute to it. Plus me, I've had a few health scares in the past. I even have the BRCA gene, which is a predisposition to certain kinds of cancers. And my mother has that. She's had cancer. And I'm trying to keep myself cancer-free. I'm actually getting my function health if I can get for this damn blood panel. I just have so much anxiety tied towards it. So every time I have to reschedule for one reason or another. We're going to go in round 4, trying to get at least the first. I've done plenty of blood work. I've been hospitalized, but just lately it's been so hard. And after one mishap, that's all she wrote. So if I had someone with me who I could trust or help me a little bit, that would be very useful, but I think I'm going to have that. But anyway, okay, let me go on a regular flat, because it's uphill, it's hard to talk. Okay, so yeah, that's... Anyway, exercise. I'm going to try to up it. I had a point in my life where I was really running every day, eating really clean. Had a personal trainer come 2-3 times a week, help me with weights. I had a weight room set up in my garage, and it was great. I've had a weight room at this place in the past year I've lived here, and I think I've been in there 2 times. I've mentioned it before. Just when I go, there's like all these people in there, and I don't know, the vibe is just not cool, and it's kind of small, and I don't know, it's just going to be more stress than enjoyment. So it's not an excuse. There's other ways I could live. I have some stretch bands. I could do a lot of things, but I say at least if I walk every day for an hour or to the point of exhaustion. Yeah, I'm not stripping for you. It's getting hot. Okay. At least it's better than sitting on my ass. And plus mental health. I feel right better now at this point of the day, probably than I did at any other point. Other than little things like I hear from my friend Chris today. That was good. I was like hearing people. I'm chatting with someone I'm getting to know. I'm not really that optimistic, because this is, boy, if I tried, it doesn't really always pan out the way it should. But yeah, that's kind of unfortunate where I'm going to go this way. There's the van there, just kind of sitting there for some minutes. So, but yeah, I'm going to up the exercise anyway, so I can feel better, look better, stay alive longer, offset problems, injuries, be more productive in life, and live out whatever I've got left. feeling good, strong, and able to experience things. So I guess that's I don't know, I paused it there. I'm pretty good for my age, but I don't want to, again, the more you're in good health, you eat right, the better you feel, the more you can enjoy things that you do. So that's my health kick talk. Life, I'm not going to lie, life is kicking my ass. It has kicked my ass, and I had a little uphill there. Got there, and then, boy, the roller coaster tank about 3 years ago. And it was never about financial success. It was just about making a living, doing something I love and was passionate about, and I thought could make me a useful human in my time on Earth. Dog trainer, right? I help with some pretty tough dogs, and I get into places with the human-dog relationship I don't think every trainer is able and willing to. So, I feel very satisfied I do that, but in the same token, you get a lot of pushback for being honest with people and telling people to make change and demanding it if it's not helping their dog what they're doing prior. And so that's sometimes that takes its toll too. So I'm going to try to just kind of really pick and choose and just kind of, buffer how much I work, how many people I see, the quality of clients I see, type of cases I work with. But with that comes, I have to limit my financial obligations, because the more bills I have, the more I own, the more I'm going to have to tend to it with my time and my money. That's been an issue with homes I've owned and toys and everything. It's like you put so much, full days go by talking about a rack and pinion steering for a side-by-side ATV. And you're like, for the amount of benefit I get, is it worth it? If it was a pinnacle part of my business, and I needed it to make a living, and if it didn't get dealt with for a day, I wouldn't be able to make a living for a year. Sure. And a little bit for like a hobby and stuff, but it's like, boy, time is precious. You're spending all your time doing things that you could just be relaxing, sharing this video so you get enough of your essence online in the cloud that they can AI you one day when you're gone. But that's a joke. But anyway, that's, it is, as you get older, some of these things that I was at first it was just working hard as a young man, just all types of odd jobs, from a stockbroker to, it was just sales and pet sitting business, like once I was 19, while I was phasing out of those things, and just hard work. Then I had a kid. I was going back to school back in my late 20s. And, just hard work raising my daughter. It's a whole, boy, I could go on and on about that. And that was a whole thing on my own, completely dealing with that. It wasn't easy. Then at 40, I got to go now do that again for my career, because I'm dead broke and I have no established anything online or otherwise. Tried, but I just didn't have the ability to commit. I had facilities, just couldn't. I had to raise a kid. You just can't do two things at once successfully. And now here I'm 51. And I got my bills paid. I got a house that's going to be sold soon. I have a little bit of cash in my pocket, but I don't even think I want to buy another house. I just think I want to be free. I need a place to live. I got dogs. The big guy, his breeder, can watch him, have him for any extended period of time. He'd be probably happier playing with a bunch of other Rottweilers and Miss Minnie, who has her limits, and I take him out on clients. But again, not saying he has a great life, but I wouldn't feel bad. Minnie, she's portable. Minnie does have to be with me her life. Me and her are just too bonded. And I don't know, right, man? Little cutie. So, but yeah, she's a senior dog. She'll be 10 soon. And although she's very, very active, she's old. You can see it. She sleeps all day. She looks old sometimes, and breath is stinky. But so other than that, I can travel. Who knows? Might get a van. Who knows? I gotta see. Let me get through the next couple months here. My lease here in California is done at the end of August, and I still got my 2 businesses going. Actually 3, because now it's half online anyway with Zoom clients. So if you're watching this, don't forget I do Zoom training, or tell your friend who needs training for their dog. And I do in Los Angeles and Alaska when I'm in those locations. So I don't know. Do I have to kill myself? Work my ass off just at 51 years old and just, I love what I do, but you talk and you drive and you handle and you explain, and And there's other things I could put the time towards, or I could just literally just chill. I could take more naps, whatever it is. I don't know, but I don't feel satisfied, but it's still, yeah. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just trying to think of shit to talk about, but okay. And again, thank you for everyone who's watched, listened, appreciates, give me some feedback, like, and subscribe. Thank you.